It's quite a short session. Many of us finish it within 5 minutes. I have two people with blanks here. That's Marianne and Adrian. Adrian, are you done sorting out your things? It's okay, you can take your time to sort out later on. Here are some mistakes I want to highlight. Number one, this is a general common mistake involving copying the value wrongly, which is a very common mistake in many of us here. And one of the reasons I feel is because of the untidiness of the work. And when I say untidiness of the work, I view that in many of you. Very untidy work. You know who you are when you see your own work. Untidy, you're writing things everywhere, you're cancelling things everywhere, you cannot spot your own things either. This untidy work. We are at term 3 now. I urge you to please manage your handwriting much better. Now, focus is on what are some of the common mistakes. Just now I mentioned this, copying of the wrong values. Very common, but very easily to be rectified, because what you need to do is to check. Check what you wrote here and what you transferred. Very costly. Number 2, missing units. Missing units is a big problem. Many of you keep forgetting to write in units. And units is half a mark. Next common mistake, addition of fraction wrongly. Shani, this is yours. Addition of fractions wrongly. You have 1 1/4 plus 3/4. Each fraction is added wrongly. Next, time conversion and fraction minutes. So we spent at least 2 days of last week practicing and asking you to memorize. So we mentioned about half an hour being 60 minutes. Half an hour being 60 minutes divided by 2, 30 minutes. So half an hour is 30 minutes. Now, here's the problem. 1 hour is 60 minutes. It's not 10 minutes, it's not 100 minutes. That's why we do not mix decimal up with fractions for hour. The conversion is important. Hours to minute, half an hour is 30 minutes. But if you want to use decimal here, many of you wrote decimal. 0.5 is half. Half an hour is 30 minutes. Now look, 0.3 is a different thing. 0.3 is not 30 minutes. 0.3333333 hour, that's 1/3 an hour. And 1/3 an hour is about how many minutes? 20 minutes. Okay? So this, from decimal to fraction to minutes, this is the tricky issue. If you are unsure, write your computations at the side. What does 1 hour represent? What does half an hour represent? So 1.3, 2.3 is wrong. So your division will end up wrong as well. Okay, so these are the main issues for corrections for this portion before we can move on to the word problems. Adrian and Marianne, please solve your work, words. Complete your work now. Very quickly, we move on. Once you get the paper, complete where you need to, your corrections. Just few of us will have to do the corrections. Make sure you check again that you have your units in. So for units for distance in kilometers, units for time in hours, therefore the units for average speed is kilometers per hour. Okay, for those of us who are ready, you take out your textbook first. And we are going to just take a quick look at the few pages that talks about the level 1 word problems for average speed. This is page 15. On page 15, you have question 1, question 2, page 16, there's question 3, and page 17, question 4. Now, all of them are the level 1 word problems. You don't have to read the long problems. I want you to study this diagram now. Okay? Now, last week, we talked about average speed being equals to total distance divided by total time. Now, the formula for this is the same as the triangle. Now, last week I wrote an additional little t or additional smaller t here, mini t here, and an average here. Don't really have to do that because it's the same formula. But there's something that we need to take note here. Now, this average speed, you realize that the segment in the worksheet just before this was talking about evolving speed with 2 parts in a journey. So just in the previous page, you're looking at, in the whole journey, I can travel from point A to point B to point C. For example, I come from the school hall, I go to the school canteen, after that I come to the classroom. 3 different places at different speeds. So that is what it means by different parts of a journey. But the speed may be the same thing. Now, so average speed is a bit different. And how can it be related? Let's take a look at this particular diagram. For this particular diagram, you can see that the whole journey, just look at the diagram itself. Where's the start? How do you look for the start? Just look at the diagram. You don't have to read the question. Look at the picture. What is the indication for a start? You say, how it says A. How do you know A is the start? Then where is the end? Yes, Shami. Thank you very much. End of the arrow. So the arrow pointing shows you the direction of moving. Okay, so looking at this, how many parts does this journey have? 3. Okay, how do you know? From these lines, right? And what we always talk about in our looking at this is that count the spaces, not the lines. So there are 3 spaces here. So there are 3 parts of the entire journey. Now, then you see, take a look at this. 4 meters. This is a D, S or T. S, or T? 4 meters. D. 2 seconds? S? Is it S? Time, T for time. Speed, D, S for speed. D for distance, T for time. Distance time. Okay, this one? 7 meters. Distance. 3 seconds. Time. 3 meters. Distance. 2 seconds. Time. Distance time, distance time, distance time. Where's S? Here, you have to find it. Now, in this sense, you realize that 4 meters in 2 seconds, this is don't know what is the speed. 7 meters in 3 seconds, don't know what is the speed. 3 meters 2 seconds, don't know what is the speed. Each of the speed, will it be the same? Yeah, probably not. Because you think logically, this is 4 meters 2 seconds. This is 3 meters 2 seconds. This shows you that same time, different distance, already different speed. But the question do not need us to find each part, the pink part, the orange part, or the yellow part. What's the speed? What they want is the average speed throughout the whole journey from A to B. So we just need to use the formula. Average speed equals to total distance divided by total time, which add up all the distance, 4 plus 7 plus 3, add up all the time, 2 plus 3 seconds plus 2 seconds, so 4 meters plus 7 meters plus 3 meters, 14 meters, 2 seconds plus 3 seconds plus 2 seconds, 7 seconds. Average speed, you take the total distance divided by total time, you got the average speed. Meter per second. Is that okay? Okay, let's look at the next diagram. I didn't even look at the question, the long story. Let's just look at the diagram here. In this particular diagram, a bit different. You have town X to town Y. Look at this. How many arrows? Look at this. How many arrows? 1. Very good. 2 arrows drawn here. 2 arrows drawn here. This shows that there are how many parts of this journey? 2. Okay, 2. Okay, now here's the problem. The first part of the journey, 140 kilometers, D, S or T? D, 2 hours? Time, 180? D, 60 kilometers per hour. S, what is missing? D, T, S is question mark. D, S, what is the question mark? Time is a question mark. What is the question asking for? The question is asking for average speed for the whole journey again. From town X to town Y, the whole journey. The distance is given, the speed is a question mark. But look, what is the missing information now? How many kilometers per hour? But that's the last part. But the formula for average speed is total distance divided by total time. Now, average distance have already given 140 plus 180, that is 320 kilometers. Problem is, I have a missing part of the time. I don't have the total time and I need to find it. Is that okay? So how do I find the missing time? I look at what is given here. I use distance divided by the speed for the yellow part to find the 3 hours. Is that okay? Is that okay? So for this, the first one, I have all the distance, all the time. I take all the distance divided by all the time. This one, two parts to the journey. I have the distance and time here. I have distance but don't have time here. So I need to use the first step to find the time. Then I can find the total time and after that use the formula. Is that okay? So these are the two questions on this page. Okay, now let's take a look at this one here. For this question, question 3, is this more like question 1 or more like question 2? Look at the diagram. More like question 1 or more like question 2? Question 2, what is question 2 missing? Look at the diagram. Question 1, distance, time, distance, time, distance, time. All have. Don't have speed. Distance, time, distance, speed. Missing time. Okay. Question 3. Is it more like question 1 or more like question 2? Yes. How do you know question 1? Look at this. This one is distance. This one is? This one is? This one is? Time. So this question is more like question 1. Can you understand? More like question 1. Distance, time, don't have speed. So, let's look at the last one. Question 4. Question 4. Is it more like question 1 or more like question 2? Yes. Why? This one, distance. This one, time. This one, distance. What is this? Don't have time, given speed. What is the speed? Really? It's actually also don't know. Is it also 80 kilometers? Very good, Jaron is right. This one is average speed. Actually, this question is nothing like question 1, it's also nothing like question 2. It's a bit similar to question 2 because speed is not given, time is not given, but actually this is the most difficult one. Because what is given here is average speed. You are not asked to find average speed, you are asked to find the time for the part of the distance, which is the hardest one here. Because I have to work backwards from the average speed. From the average speed, then I can find the total time. From the total time, then I find part of the time. Is that okay? So these are the 4 basic questions for level 1 average speed. I would like you to look at your word problems now. There are 2 questions here, 2 and 3 for page 16. I would like you to tell me now, question 2 is like which one, question 3 is like which one. I want to see a timeline being drawn. Do you draw the distance and journey? If you did not draw the distance timeline, the reason why I emphasize on the textbook questions, and you realize that I did not read the question specifically, is because I want you to zoom into the timeline being drawn here. The time and distance, draw out the distance. So Tershit, if you're not following my lesson and you did not listen to what I'm asking you to do, and there's no time distance drawn, please draw it in now. Okay, now do not start solving. I just want you to answer me. Is this question, look at this, is this question more like question 1 or more like question 2? Question 1, that's right, Hong Wei. How do you know? It's asking for the average speed. That's right. I am given the last part I have, and you realize the 2 times are given. But it seems like there's only one distance here. Well done, well said. Alright, that's great. So I can draw in the time, the distance now. I have from A, then I go to B. That's the first part of the journey. The first part of the journey, there's a distance. The distance is 6 kilometers. There's a time for this journey that is 2/3 an hour. Now, the next part of the journey is a different one. It's from B, jogging back to A. Jogging back to A, that means the distance is also 6 kilometers. But was he faster or slower? Slower, I guess he's tired. 1/3 an hour. Is this okay? Right, then I'll go in to write down I need my average speed. That means my total distance divided by the total time. Let's find the total distance first. The total distance will be 6 plus 6, that is 12 kilometers. And then I have my total time. The total time will be 2/3 an hour plus 1 1/3 an hour. Let's ask Shami this because he had a mistake previously on addition of fraction. Similar. 2/3 and 1 1/3. So what would it be? 2 hours. So I can get my average speed. Total time divided by total distance divided by total time. That will be 12 divided by 2. The answer is 6 kilometer per hour. Very good. Let's draw the next journey. Are you done with this one? Next one, let's follow the journey of Amiya. How many parts to this journey? How many parts to this journey? 3. Let's see. X to Y. Started at, so start. 8:30 a.m. She ran from X to Y. Without stopping to rest, she went on from Y to Z. At 11:30 a.m. She cycled at an average speed of 10 km per hour from X to Z. Now, for this question, can you tell me, is it more like just now the textbook question, 1, 2 or 3? Or 4? 4, that's right. It's more like this question just now. Okay, wait. Just now, Hong Wei said 3 parts to the journey, is that correct? No, it's not. But why would you think it's 3? Because you heard X, Y, and Z. Okay? So remember, not the points, not the lines, but the spaces in between. That's the most important thing to pay attention to. Okay? So ask ourselves whether we have the distance, whether we have the speed, whether we have the time. We have an average speed here. So say I will have my model speed equals to total distance, total time to remind me. Let's ask, and so what's the duration for the first part of the journey, X to Y? 2 hours. And then the second part of the journey? 1 hour. How about the distance? Is it mentioned? Is it mentioned? No. The distance. The distance is unknown. And that's the question. What's the total distance she cycled? Yes. 3 hours times 10 kilometers per hour. Okay, his answer say 3 hours times 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, what does this equation mean? Firas, what does 3 hours mean? Where did you get 3 hours from? Firas? That's right. Which is the 2 hours here plus the 1 hour here. And this is sama? What is this quantity? Very good, that's the average speed. And Aiden, why is answer saying 3 hours times 10 kilometer per hour? What's he doing here? Aiden? What is this? Thank you very much. That's the total distance. And what will be the answer? Ryan? 30. 30 what? Thank you very much. 30 kilometers. Okay, we are done for the day. Your homework is question 17 and question 18. Okay? Question 17, what I want to see is, I say homework because it's a level 2 question. Now, but this question is very identical to the textbook questions that we just gone through. Okay? Refer to your textbook if you're unsure. This is a calculator question, so use your calculator to help you. Okay, my advice to you is, yes, please use your formula. Number 2, draw the journey up. Draw the journey up. Okay? Now, so I repeat one time, your homework, question 17 as well as question 18. Hello? Yep. Yes, but can I call you back later? I'm at a meeting right now. I'm in class now. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, bye-bye. Sorry. Okay. Let me say again. So your homework is page 17, question 1. It's a calculated question. You can use it to help you. Please draw the travel journey. Okay? And then question 2, also a calculation question, page 18. Helpline is YouTube is going to be up this afternoon. Is it okay? Okay, then we are done. You can pack up your things and get ready for PE lesson. Okay, are you okay? Still alive? It's a bit faster today, right?